Hi everyone, my name is Namita Agarwal, and in this lesson we are going to take an insight into communication. So what are the points that we're going to be covering in this short lesson? We will see what exactly do we mean by communication, what are the different types of communications, the different situations based on which we can decide as to how we need to communicate, and this lesson also includes a small test for us in the end. Okay, so what is communication? In simple words put together, communication is nothing but the process of sharing or imparting knowledge or information or ideas and thoughts, emotions, feelings, etc. to a group of people or to a single person. Okay, so if you look at it this way, it sounds pretty simple, but to be effective in communication, to communicate effectively, it is very important that we understand that what is the mode of communication that we should be using, so that our message reaches out the person in the right manner. Okay, now if we have to segregate communications, we can do it on two different bases. So the first one would be based on the channel of communication, as to how are we communicating. So based on that, we can classify communication into verbal and non-verbal. And based upon the style and the purpose for which we are communicating, then we have formal and informal. So let's just take a short look into a glance into what each of this is. Okay, so now verbal communication. Verbal communication can again be classified into two different groups, categories. That is the first one being oral communication and the second one being written communication. So in most of the scenarios, generally we use verbal communication, that wherein we are using words either in a spoken way or in a written way to communicate. So speaking, what we call generally, like when we are talking, that is verbal communication, or when we are writing, that is also a part of verbal communication. So in oral, now if you have to between oral and written communication, if you have to differentiate, oral communication is where we are using spoken words, a spoken language, to communicate our ideas. The situations where we generally use this is like when we're having a face-to-face conversation with somebody, or a telephonic conversation, or a speech, or the video, the radio, television, voice over internet. All these are forms of oral communication, wherein we speak to a group of people or to a person, and pass on the information or the message that we wish to. And written communication is the communication wherein we are using written signs or symbols to communicate with a group of people. So that is basically the letters, the memos, the charts, the reports. So these all put together form the written communication. Okay, now what do we mean by non-verbal communication? Now this again is a very important part of communication, because it kind of adds volume to what we have already communicated through the verbal part. So it is all about the body language of the speaker. So our body language needs to be in sync with what we are speaking. So that gives an added benefit to us if we are in sync, if our body language is in sync with our words. For example, if somebody asks us a question like, do you like ice cream? So we could just plainly say, yes, I like ice cream. But at the same time, when we nod our head and we say, yes, I like ice cream, so that's like an affirmation to it. It is putting more, it is adding more value to our answer, which says that, yes, definitely I like ice cream. So, it becomes more stronger. Our communication becomes more stronger when we use the right body language. At the same time, when somebody asks us, how are you feeling? So, if you're not feeling too well, we probably would be sulky, and with a sad face, we would just say like, I'm fine, So that again gives out a message saying that, no, you are actually not fine. And the person at the other end kind of understands from your body language that something is wrong somewhere. Okay. So it includes the body language, the posture, the gesture, the tone of the voice, the pitch of our voices, our facial expressions. All these together form the non-verbal communication. Now, based upon the purpose for which we are using communication, we can classify communication into formal and informal communication. Now, formal communication is a more structured. Okay, so formal communication is the kind of communication which we basically use in a formal setting, something that is more structured, wherein we follow certain rules or conventions or principles to communicate in a formal manner. We have a more formal tone to it. We use more standardized language, and of course, we have to place importance on correct grammar and the spelling. The places where we use formal communication is generally for corporate meetings, conferences, school meetings, etc. So these are the places where generally formal communication is used. And yes, we need to remember that in a formal communication, slang and foul language should be completely avoided. Informal communication, on the other hand, is something where we do not follow any rules or regulations, no conventions. It is more relaxed, so we talk in a much more relaxed tone. We use casual language, and the emphasis on the correct grammar, the correct spelling is much lesser, and we generally use this with our peers or with people we know very well, whereas formal communication is used with people at a higher authority level, or also with people we don't know too well. And informal again is used in personal situations, for example, at parties, at the park, or social gatherings. Okay, so now that we have just quickly gone through the different types of communications and what communication is, let's just take a small quiz, and I'd like you to identify if the following phrases would be used in a formal or in an informal communication. So I'll give you two, about, if you could just, like, it wouldn't take you more than a minute, you can quickly just go through this, and after which we will kind of just discuss this. So the first question, hello Mr. Robert, how are you? The second one being, hey, what's up? Pass me the coffee. Could you please give me her contact details? Excuse me, I'll be back, and I'll be back. Okay, the answers to this would be the first sentence, hello Mr. Robert, how are you? So this very clearly is a formal communication wherein we are probably talking to somebody we don't know too well, or it could be somebody at a higher level. Yes, so hello Mr. Robert, how are you is formal. Hey, what's up? So that is informal communication. Pass me the coffee again would be informal communication, wherein maybe we're just telling our friends or a family member to pass us the coffee. Could you please give me her contact details? This would be a part of a formal communication. Excuse me, I'll be back would be formal, whereas I'll be back would be informal. Thank you.